Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to answer your questions about the Dyson Airwrap. So today I have styled my hair using these barrels. So if you want to know how I styled this, you can watch that video. I have total 3 videos on the Dyson Airwrap. This is going to be the 4th one. So I had put a story on Instagram asking you guys to ask me questions about the Dyson Airwrap. And I asked this question because I get a lot of questions to make videos on Dyson Airwrap. So I expected a lot of questions, but I got only 5 questions. So that means 2 things. Either nobody's interested or my other Dyson Airwrap videos are so detailed that nobody has any questions. I'm hoping it's the second one. So anyway, thank you so much for sending your questions. I do have 5 questions, which is enough for one video. So let's get started. So the first question is, does it cause damage to your hair? So the highest heat setting for the Dyson Airwrap is 120 degrees Celsius, and Dyson technology makes sure that it does not go beyond that. So it measures the temperature over 40 times per second and it makes sure it does not cross that. If you use other hair tools like regular hair dryers or any heating tools, it can overheat, like the metal inside them can overheat, and that overheating can cause damage to your hair. But this one makes sure it does not go beyond 120 degrees Celsius at all, so you're not going to get extreme hair damage. You know, the hair damage which you get using straighteners or like extreme heating tools. So you're not gonna get that kind of damage with this, because first of all, you're not using actual heat tools. Like, this is not a metal, so you're not directly touching heat. It mostly styles with air, like hot air. So the damage with hot air is much lesser compared to styling with heating tools. Of course, it's heat and it will damage a little bit. Like, you cannot expect your hair to be like virgin hair. It will maybe cause a little damage. I mean, it's fine. We keep getting damage all the time. Like, even if you brush your hair, even that's damaging your hair. So that damage is normal, but compared to other heating tools, it's going to be much lesser and it's going to keep your hair healthier. I hope I answered your question. The second question is related. I've heard that using heat styling is not good for hair. So do you use any serum or something else? That's a really good question. Of course, heat styling is going to damage hair a little bit. Even if the Airwrap doesn't heat up that much, it's still important to prep your hair before. So I use a heat protectant spray. I also use a cream, like a blow dry cream. It also protects my hair against the heat. Like, heat protection products are not 100%, like they are not gonna act as 100% shield, but it does help a lot. So never heat style your hair without any product. Always use some kind of products, and what kind of products you use completely depends on your hair. So since my hair is curly and frizzy, I use smoothing products. So today I have used this cream, a Marc Anthony blow dry cream. I've also used this heat protectant spray by Nivea. So these two make sure my hair is smoothened, and it also provides heat protection. If your hair is mostly straight and very silky, then you might not need like heavy cream products. You still need heat protection though. So use something which will add texture to your hair so that your curls hold better in case you're gonna curl your hair. So it completely depends on what kind of hair you have and what kind of style you're trying to achieve. If you don't use any products, then you have to depend on heat a lot. Products also kind of help in styling your hair, so you don't have to completely 100% depend on heat only. Hope I answered your question. The next question is tips to combat humidity and blowouts. I really like your question. Humidity is the worst when it comes to curly hair, like especially when you're heat styling it. As soon as you step out in humidity, your hair is gonna get so poofy and frizzy, which I hate. I live in Goa and here humidity is way too much. Of course, I live near a beach, so that's expected. So I'll give you a few tips for that. It's an unpopular opinion, but I love using silicone based products, especially when I'm heat styling my hair. So silicone, first of all, adds this layer on top of your hair cuticle, and it makes your hair look really smooth and sleek, and my hair naturally does not do that because it's curly. That's why I take help of hair products. So today I have used this shampoo by Biolage. This is the smooth proof shampoo and the conditioner. So you want to look for something which says smoothing, because it really smoothens your hair out. Also products which says humidity proof, anti-humidity, anti-frizz, frizz free, keratin. Like these are the terms you want to look for, and most of them would have silicone because silicones work really great for blocking the humidity and it does not let the outside moisture enter your hair. So that's one of the pros of using silicones, and also protects your hair from the heat. And also before washing your hair, massage your hair with oil. I love this step. Whenever I skip this step, my blowouts are not that smooth, so I always make sure I oil my hair before washing. I also always use deep conditioners because deep conditioners make my hair really soft and smooth. So I first use a shampoo, then a deep conditioner. The one I used today was by Shea Moisture, and then I use the conditioner to seal it all in. And of course it's important to prep your hair, like use some leave-in products for styling. And once you are done, add a serum. Please use a hair serum. Most serums do have silicones to really block humidity and make your hair smooth. So take a little bit of hair serum and just run your fingers through your hair and just apply it throughout your hair. Serum will form a coat on top of your hair and it will keep it smooth and frizz free. It is very challenging to completely block frizz because of course if you have curly hair there is going to be frizz. There is no other option. Curly hair means frizz. They go hand in hand. But these steps help a lot, and blow dries alone don't give that foolproof look, you know, because it's styling your hair with hot air, right? It's not going to be that anti-humidity compared to using actual heating tools. Like if you use a straightener, so what you can do is first you can blow dry and then you can just run your straightener over all the hair sections. That's going to make it foolproof because it's going to be stronger. Of course there's hair damage for it, but that really helps. And also while blow drying your hair, if you have the option, blow dry it in AC where there will be less humidity, and just avoid going out in humidity in general, especially if it's raining. Just remain inside closed doors. That's the best way to avoid humidity. Next question is if it's useful for curly hair. Now I have curly hair, okay, and it still works pretty well for me. So if you have loose curl pattern like up to 2C to 3A, it can work for you really well. I have 2C to 3A hair type. My curls are not very tight, so it still works for me. But if you have extremely curly hair like 3B, 3C and above, then you might not get a similar result. Your hair will look textured. You can use it for your regular blow dries, and on top of that you can use a heating tool. But if you're expecting this kind of look for extremely curly hair, it might not be possible with using just the air wrap. Next question is really interesting. I kept it last because a lot of people have this question. Is it worth it if you're not a blogger? Now every time I talk about Dyson Airwrap, 90% of the questions are if it's worth it. So Anushka, I really liked that you have mentioned if you are not a blogger. So if it's worth it or not, of course it's subjective because everyone has different budget, different priorities when spending money. So I'm just gonna break it down for you. It is worth it if you are in a profession which requires you to look presentable at all times, or if you really like blow drying your hair and you do it very often, or if the hair tools you're currently using are damaging your hair because you use it a lot, or if you have that kind of money and if you really want to spend that, or if you just want to get it. I fall in the fifth category because it's not like I had a lot of money to buy, and it's not even like I use it that much. I use it like once in a few months, but I really wanted it and I didn't mind spending that money. You won't believe, I didn't have a closet to keep my clothes, but I bought the Dyson Airwrap. I had this cloth ka closet. It wasn't even cloth, it was some kind of paper and it was torn, okay. Half of my clothes were falling out. They had got so dirty. They were getting spoiled, but I got 40,000 ka hair dryer. So yes, priorities. So anyway, speaking in general terms, it will be worth it if you heat style your hair very often and if you have that kind of budget. For example, some people heat style their hair regularly and they like styling their hair basically. For them it's going to be worth it because it's not going to damage the hair as much. Now it might not be worth it for those of you who don't have the budget to buy this hair dryer. Those who occasionally style their hair like once in a month or something, like just like me, for them it might not be worth it. Or those with extremely curly hair, it might not smoothen their hair out completely. or if you have extremely smooth and silky hair, even then it might not be that worth it, because your curls might not hold, because it's just a hair dryer, right? You definitely can take help of like texturizing products to hold your hair, but you don't really need a Dyson Airwrap. So to summarize, it won't be worth it if you don't have that kind of money, or if you don't even heat style your hair that much. If you just want to occasionally style your hair, you can get any styler. You can get those for 2,000, 3,000 rupees. You don't really have to spend 40,000 unless you really want to. I hope that answered your question. So these were all the questions about the Dyson Airwrap. If you missed my Instagram story, and if you have any more questions about the Dyson Airwrap, please leave them down in the comments down below and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Saturday. Today's comment shout out goes to Akanksha Verma. Thank you so much for such a kind comment. I really appreciate it. And if you want a comment shout out, please comment down below. I always choose the comments I like the most. And yeah, that's it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Electricity went. I can't use a hairdryer. It's come back. I'm so lucky. Thank you. Thank you. The light's gone again. If I don't sit in AC, my hair is gonna get free. If I sit in this, it's come back. What the hell did I do, bro?
Lunch.
I'll come later. So I'm the right person. Dogs. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel.